Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Otis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in the play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Using his feet. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. On the option. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, going up top. Grabs behind the line, it's Davis. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident and believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Offense set on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Grab behind the line. It's live. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Bulls his way forward. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Offense facing fourth down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Touch pass on the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The expressway is wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Handoff from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game scored.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He throws into the middle of the field. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The option look. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the ball is intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Let's go!
Leaves it with the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snares it outside, it's Terrell. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They try to get it outside on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That keeps the score. UCLA 3, Cincinnati 0.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. On the option. Now the pitch. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Corners are going to bail. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
UCLA.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run the option. Fighting off the defender. He'll toss it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, UCLA 3, Cincinnati 0.
And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Fourth down coming up.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Bearcats! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw on second down. This time it's complete. At the 45 on his way. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide out in motion. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Now on the option. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if the dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
From the gun, running back on the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. UCLA 10, Cincinnati 7.
start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Gain of 1. Now, 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Otis. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Coming after it. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here comes the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Bruins want to move quickly. Quarterback extends the play. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Bruins are marching down the field.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position on fourth.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
No good. Guys, after the miss. By 4.
Cincinnati 14, UCLA 10.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
These corners backing off a bit. Looking to throw, it's Pugh. Makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
At the 39 line. Unit up for first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the... This offense has a second down play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Turns it on at midfield. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. To the air, it's Pugh. He's got his man. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember me. You have a term later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty and it's a turnover. Here we go. Final play of the game right here. Comes out throwing on first down. Shoots it to the left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive